All right, hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft. This is Richard, and Michelle has a mobility problem, and due to that she has been issued by her insurance company a scooter. Now it's a large scooter, and she cannot we can't put it on the van because we don't have a carrier for the van, and it needs a carrier. It's not something that comes apart, so we have issue with her using it out and about. We can't put it in the van. It's too large. It doesn't come apart, and so the only place she could use it is in the house. Well, the thing is too big to be moving around the apartment as well. So she is working on disability, and I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when that occurs, we're going to get her the one she wants, the one that comes apart in 3 or 4 pieces and is much smaller. But anyway, Beckett and I enjoy the scooter on occasion, and which is what I'm using right now. I am using the scooter. This is full speed, to be totally honest, but it has lights, and I see people all the time riding these things down the street. So I am going to take this to the park, which is just over a half mile away, and we are going to take a ride to the park, and we're going to go around hopefully go around the park walk. And I thought, I've not ever taken you guys along on a scooter ride. It's usually just Beckett and I. So I thought that why not? So this is a mobility scooter ride from Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and I'll probably film the whole thing. I did bring my extra batteries. This, where I'm riding right now, is a bike lane, so it is separate from the actual road. This is an actual bike lane. I will have to cross a street, but I don't know what time it is, 6:30, somewhere around there. There's not a lot of traffic, so I shouldn't have too much trouble crossing the street. And yeah, the street we're gonna go to is actually under construction, but I can get through with this. I've already checked it out several times on my regular walks. The only part that isn't a bike lane is this little section right here. So we will be kind of interfering with people who want to turn to some degree, but hopefully we'll be able to not have to worry about that too much. And we got a green light. Hopefully it stays green long enough for us to get across. I'm not trusting it, but we will see. We are going. All right, we're gonna make it. Oh, it's turning yellow. All right, we are almost across. Oh, it's red. All right, we made it. People were nice enough to not give me any crap. All right, now we got to do is make sure that I can get across through here. So I can. So what I'm going to have to do is cross over here. I'm going to have to go this way. Woo. There we go. And this right here is the main road. Again, there's a little bike trail right here on the side. So if this was even opened to traffic, which it's not right now. I still have this bike lane to ride in, so that's cool. So it's not too far. This is the walk that I take on a nightly. Not exactly this direction. Usually when I walk, I cut behind, down across a few fields and stuff like that. But I'm not 100% sure this scooter can make those treks. So we're gonna stay on the road. But right now I've got the whole road to myself because it's all blocked off. There's no traffic. And it looks like there's a little bit of a, yeah, I should be able to work it out. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this little trip. There's no walking, bouncing, and all that stuff. This is about as smooth as you're gonna get. When we get done with this video, I'll go back and show you the scooter itself. I don't know if I'll put it at the beginning or the end of the video, but regardless, I'll show you the scooter. Here's some birds. Let's just for GP, get in the bike lane anyways, even though cars can't come down here. I'll try to stay in the bike lane best I can. Heck with it. I'm going on the road. I'm on the main road. Now, I'm interested in seeing whether or not there's an actual spot. Now I have to stay in the bike lane because at this point it's about ready to open up into, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna have to hit this sidewalk here because I'm not sure where there's another spot for me to get up onto the sidewalk and get into the park. So we're gonna slow down here. There we go, we're up on the sidewalk. Let me slow this down. It's got little buttons here. Let's slow this down to 3. Let's see what that is. That's still a little fast. Let's go 2. Nah, that's too slow. We'll go to 3. All right. So we're on the sidewalk. I think it was a good choice because the only other entrance would be way down there at the entrance to the parking lot. I don't need to go that far. All right, and we're gonna turn here. Speed that back up. Now we're on the walking trail, and we'll just circle around this whole park. I don't know how long this walking trail really is because I usually go through the grass and through the woods. I don't stay on the walking trail. Even when I was doing my nightly jogs, I would jog down here and I would stay on the back end of this trail, but I would get off the trail and go through the grass before the trail ended, which I'll probably mention to you when we get to where that is. But usually I'm crossing that grass right there, heading over to the woods. That's what you guys usually see me do. I've tried to get Michelle to do this, but she's not quite as adventurous, nor is she quite outdoorsy enough to want to do this. But I think I might try to convince her to actually do this with me in the next few nights. I hope there's somebody around. They ask me how I'm doing. I tell them I'm out for a jog. I tell them, oh, I'm just out for a jog. Taking my nightly jog. I like this scooter. Yes, it's big and it's bulky, and it's not something that we can maneuver around town. I can't take it. You know, we can't put it in the van. We have to get an actual rack for it on the outside of the van, and I think the least expensive one we found is like, I don't know, $200, something around there, and we just don't have the finances to get one. And Michelle is working on trying to get disability, and we're hoping that that happens without too much issue. And when that does occur, we're just going to buy her a smaller scooter that she wanted in the first place, which I don't even really understand. Her insurance company was willing to spend, and again, I don't know how much they paid for this, but this scooter or chair that I'm riding in right now is, I don't know, like $3,000-$4,000, when the scooter she really wants is $500-$600. Yet they wouldn't provide her with one of those. You know, I'm pretty sure that, you know, whatever company that they go through is, you know, got some kind of, you have to get from us, and this is what we got, so we're charging you $4,000, $5,000 for it, maybe even $6,000. But instead of going through a company that could get her what she really wants and only cost $600 or $700. But is that a cat? I think that's a cat. Sun's in my eyes, I can't really tell. This battery works really well. It is 1 bar down, but it was 1 bar down when I left. Beckett and I don't come this direction because I'm a little concerned about bringing Beckett this far away, because sometimes he gets antsy and wants to get down, and if he gets really attitudinal, you know, he's gonna have to take that long trek back. And so anyway, real quick, this is where I get off of the trail. I keep going straight across this grass, but if Beckett ever got issued and didn't want to continue on with the ride, I would have trouble keeping him on this and being over a mile away from the house. At least the trail that the scooter route that I take him on isn't extremely far, and so far he's gotten antsy a couple times, but he's always relaxed, and one time he almost fell asleep. So I would like to take him on this trail here, but it's a longer trip, and I just want to make sure that he's comfortable with being on it this long. Also, the good thing about this one is we'll be able to go through the woods. We're going to be able to go through the woods on this here. Not the dirt part. I'm not going to try to go on the dirt part, which I think I probably could, but I don't think I'm going to test that out right yet. I might save that for another day. We're going to stay on the paved trail, and the paved trail does go through the woods, so we will be hitting that as well. Ooh, big uphill. Ooh, that's kind of, that's a little bumpy. Oh, I made it. Oh, not nearly as difficult as I thought it would be. Bump, bump. Beckett likes me saying bump, bump every time we go over a little bump like that. Like this. He likes me to say bump, bump. So now, I'll catch myself doing it even when he's not with me. Like that bump bump, I'll say bump bump. Sometimes I'll do it even when he's not with me, just because I'm accustomed to doing it. So we're getting ready to come up to the entrance to the trail in the woods. Now there is a pretty steep uphill after we take this pretty steep downhill, and hopefully that doesn't cause issue with this. We're about to find out though. Here's a pretty steep downhill. Well, it took that pretty well. Let's see how it takes the uphill. Right here on the right hand side is the dirt that I usually go through. Out for my run. I had to say it to somebody. Alright, let's see how much power this thing can provide going up this hill. Oh, it's sluggish. It's sluggish, but it's making it. It's putt-putting. Alright, it made it. Fantastic. Alright. You guys should recognize at least this spot, because I go through this spot every night, and I tend to do videos a lot here. Another little uphill. Again, put a little bit of oomph in there, but it made it. And we got a crowd of people. We're gonna head to the right here and continue on. Let's see what we got here.
Okay. That's it. No. I wish, but no.
Pardon. All right, so I think we're down to the last bar on this battery. Can't tell, but I'll go until it dies, and then I'll replace it. And hopefully we'll have a pretty seamless full trek tonight. Again, this is probably a little more than 2 miles. Just like my normal trek is probably a little more than 2 miles. I generally say it's about 2 miles, but I usually don't stay on this paved trail as much either. I usually go across the grass and into the woods a little more than what we did today. And yeah, we're on the last bar on the camera. The scooter battery is still exactly where it was when we left, so that's always good. At least now I know, because this is the first time I've ever gone this far with the scooter. So at least now I'm pretty confident that if I decided to take Beckett, you know, I'd make sure that the battery was completely charged, because one of my issues is this thing, battery dying and getting stuck. Hello! Because although it does have some sort of device where I can move it to manual and push it, I don't know where it's at or how to use it. And Michelle cannot seem to find the owner's manual for this thing right now. So, if this thing battery died and it got stuck somewhere, I would have no way of being able to move it. And that's another reason that I've been hesitant to take this trip, and definitely would do it by myself first. I would not subject Beckett to the possibility of having that trouble. I wouldn't do that, but so we are getting close to the spot where we came into the park. I don't know, have no clue how long this video will be, but hopefully it will be a complete and seamless trek around the park. All right, we're coming up to the exit of the park, which is where we came in. There we go. I actually have been having fun. Now, I love walking it. I do. I love walking it. Because actually, it's a little different, and I actually kind of had fun using the scooter, to be totally honest. One thing I need to do is, there we go. Let's slow this down a little bit. It's on full tilt right now. We'll knock it down to 3 and see how that is. As I recall, that's just until we get off of the sidewalk, and then I'll bump it back up. But I don't want to have it at full speed on the sidewalk. Just like when I get back to the apartments, when I get to the sidewalk, I put it down to 1 and move it along the sidewalk so that I can get it into the apartment. I didn't film getting it out of the house and down the hallway. But and I'm getting better at it. I'll be honest, it wasn't quite easy the first couple times that I did it. Let's move this back up. There we go. So it wasn't really quite easy for me to open the door with get the door open and then hold it open with my foot, and then scoot through the door. There's a little learning curve there. I'm doing better, but by no means am I really great at it yet. I am actually going down the wrong side of the road. I think I'm in England. And again, the only reason I'm doing it is because the other side is a little more cluttered with the barriers, and there's no traffic. So I will be scooting to the other side here in a second, because the barrier, there we go. And then I'll stay over here. At least I'm on the right side. All right, so I had to change batteries. My last statement was at least I'm on the right side of the road now. So, and off we go. Fun little trip. And again, I don't have to worry about traffic on my side of it, just the cross traffic, because there is no traffic on my side of it, because this road is closed. So once I get up to the light, all I got to do is wait for it to turn green, unless of course there's somebody across the street over there that needs to turn. There won't be any issues whatsoever, and that person is going to be turning around because they can't get through. There we go. Bingo bango. Yep, they thought they were going to get through and they found out they weren't. Alright, so I just come up here, stop until we hit a green light, which hopefully doesn't take a long time, because I don't think this little scooter is going to set that off. But we'll sit here, and when we get a green light, we'll take off. We'll see how long we got to wait. I don't know. No. That's gonna suck if, but we got people across the street, so that might set off the thing. I don't think I'm going to though. So it should switch on its own. We do have one person turning. And we'll definitely, oh, yeah. Yeah, it did not set it off. So this scooter will not cause the lights to change. I will motion for the guy across the street there to go first. I don't want to go in front of him because I'll make him wait. I don't need to do that. Oh, he's got to turn. He's turning. We'll see. This might be a difficult issue. There I am. Awesome. All right, and again, there is a bike lane here. It can't really be seen right here, but there is a bike lane, and I will stay in it. Now that I'm on a road with cars, I'm gonna need to stay on this bike side here. I could cross the street and go down the bike lane over there, but I'll be honest, I get really irritated. It's a pet peeve of mine to see bicycles going against traffic, even if they have their own lane. It's ridiculous. Now, I do know at some point there was some kind of thing where they said go against the grain so you can see the traffic coming at you. I think it's stupid. I don't like it. If you're going to be on the road, go the same direction all traffic's going, whether you're in a scooter, whether you're on a bicycle. Going against traffic is in my view dangerous, especially if there's no bike lane. All right, at least with a bike lane, you know, cars aren't, as a matter of fact, a car will, if you take a driver's test and you move into a bike lane, you automatically fail. I know this because Jaden said so. All right, I need to stop, turn around, nothing coming my way. Let's get across now. Anyway, extending your travel down the wrong side of the road, whether you're on a bike or a scooter or anything, I don't like it. I really shouldn't have even crossed when I did right here, but there's no cars coming, no harm, no foul. But I see people driving, riding bikes against traffic all the time down normal streets that don't have bike lanes, and oh, I can't stand it. It's a huge pet peeve. I personally think it's dangerous, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't know what the laws say, but again, most people who watch my channel know I don't really give a shit what the law says. Laws don't dictate my life, whether they think they do or not. But I do think that consistent safetiness is okay. I don't have the right to tell someone they can't do it. I'm not saying I do. That would be pretty, what's the word? You know, you say one thing, do another. Anyway, I don't want to, even though I am sometimes, I don't want to be like that. But, you know, it's been decided that we all go one direction on one side of the road, and it doesn't really change if you're in a car or whether you're on a bike or whether you're on a scooter. So anyway, there's the trek. Maybe next time I'll take you along the trail, along the path that Beckett and I go. I won't do it with Beckett because the camera and Beckett both are not really doable. We are now coming up to the apartment, so we're gonna slow it down to 2. Yeah, I'll run it on 2. That'll be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and end this here. I'm not gonna embarrass myself by having you guys see a clunkiness. I may get in there pretty decently. I may hit it a couple times and have to back in and out, I don't know, but you guys aren't gonna know. Thank you guys for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's your own backyard. Damn, that was perfect. I should have filmed it. I just zipped right in there. Gosh darn it. Alright, so we're down the hallway. Walk on down the hall. And I come to a door. Bam. There's our apartment door right there. Woo! Seamlessly go right in. Fantastic. Alright, that's truly the end, guys. Alright, so here is the scooter, or chair. It's not really a scooter, it's more of a chair, that I went on the trek with. It actually has lights. Boom, there's lights. It's pretty cool. They got little headlights and backlights. So hold on a second. There, you see the lights coming on and on for the back. Yeah, they got all the lights, everything. I've seen people out on these at night. It's pretty decent. Again, it's way too big. It can't be minimized or broke down. It's one big huge thing, and we don't have the carrier for the back to put this on the van, so it has to stay here. But there, this is the chair. Need to come up with a name for it. Maybe I'll just call it the chair. How about that? Anybody have any ideas to nickname this thing? Let me know. Right now, I'm just going to call it the chair.